There we are. There we are. Are we live? Or can y'all see? Can y'all hear us?
I can
Yep.
see you.
MJ in the house here, man, with my good buddy Mike, Mean Mike, with Disorderly Conduct and Texas Hangmen. We're gonna have fun tonight. We're just gonna cut up and maybe take a stroll down memory lane again, but a little different way than we did last time.
Yeah.
Well, you
So
got the
I've
are
got
you
a
happy
question for you, Marty.
already?
Well, first off, you're looking good, dude. You're looking really good.
Stop! I know
And
you want to date me.
well, I mean, I think we've already gone down that road.
Yeah,
Um,
this hair though, man. I'm gonna call the police.
would you stop it?
Like,
So
fucking
go
me up.
ahead. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do before I wait for the question. Go ahead.
Oh, what? There's questions already?
Well, I know I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, but go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
Oh, for you. I'll go through during the show. Help me sell a couple things real quick, though.
Yeah, okay,
For everybody that's tuned in, go to the martyjanetti.com website. And that's Marty, Marty, Janetti, JANNETTY.com. And we got all kinds of things. We got this on there. This is that classic, Mike, the
Oh, that's
limited
cool,
edition.
dude. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was like the fastest one to sell out. All the boys would say, "Well, how the
How
hell,
many,
church?"
how many of those do you have?
These not many. Because I'm gonna
Yeah.
sell the first few, and then the last one or two will auction off.
Awesome.
We got all the hell to do with them all. Man, I suck. I really do. I had everything here to show.
That's okay.
Hey, Radical, where's that Al Snow thing? What did I do with it? Oh, that's why I didn't see it. It's so damn small. Look at the me and Al, me and Al Snow dolls. These
Oh,
just
nice.
came out.
Those are cool.
Yeah, man.
Hold them up a second longer. I didn't even get to see those.
You saw it just then, though, right? Or you want to see it
Those
again?
quick. God dang. Yeah.
I saw Al the day they came out, and he hugged me.
Very cool. Now, how did they get those off also on your website?
They can get that off the website. You come
Okay,
here to
cool.
get that's the new rockers.
Very cool.
The other one's the old
If I
rockers.
can jump in for a second, y'all. Hey, Jackson.
Yeah, Eddie.
We do have the
Oh yeah,
WrestleCon vendor badges with lanyard on
Oh, that's
eBay
nice.
auctions. There's in red writing and green
Right.
writing.
That's badass. That's awesome. Very cool.
Auction. Thanks. See you soon.
Hey, here's something I know you. I'll send you a free one, though, Mike.
Oh, will you?
It's the Marty Janae grab bag of cookie nookies.
Well, you know I like my snacks. I mean, look at me for God's sakes. Very
No,
cool.
look,
I've seen that before. That's cool. That's very cool. You got so much stuff. Oh, the Marty Jannetty mug. I don't know if I trust drinking out of that thing. Who knows what it's been?
Just nothing but liquor. But they and the earrings and the
Yeah. What about those bracelets? Are cool, man. She's talented, man. She does all kinds of cool shit.
You know what? I'd never seen them, and she gave me a handful of like, here, wear these. Look like somebody.
Yeah, that's
I'm
very
like,
cool.
all right, I'll do it because you said so.
And
I
then
start seeing them everywhere.
you're popular, dude, and she's really good with them. Where can you give it one more time? The actual website.
Yeah, it's martyjanetti.com. And I do bartering. Like somebody will give me a facelift, I'll give you something. I don't know what.
I'll give you a facial if you need one.
No, you do good at home. But yeah, man, jump in there and see what you like, bid on it. Also, don't forget to go to my Facebook site. Man, I'm so mad at Facebook right now. I cussed them, but I had to delete it before they delete me again.
Yeah, be careful. You don't want to get banned again.
Yeah, when you try to advertise on it, they limit how many of your friends can see it.
I don't know why do they do that? I don't get that.
Because they want you to pay for it. They want you to pay. And I went that route on my fan page once.
Okay.
It says boost. I forgot what it was, but I did that and found out, man, it still ain't going to everybody. At that time I had 50,000 followers. And, only get a little dozen or two response, like something ain't right here. And they say, oh, no, buy the super boost for about $100 more. Will I get credited for the first? And they're like, no, it's different. It's the face. Somebody just called it face crook. And I believe that's what they are, face crook.
Let's be careful what we say. But bottom line is it's a shame because it shouldn't be.
Did you just bottom line me?
I did. I've been saying that a lot lately. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. So anyways, one thing I wanted to ask is a lot of people don't They know that your ankle's been a problem.
Hey, time out real quick. Is
Yeah.
your screen jumping or is that just mine?
I don't know. Is my screen? I don't look at me so much. I mean, I should, but
It's
I don't know. Am I jumping?
the whole screen is, not just you.
Oh, not on my end. I mean, everything looks good on my end.
Let me see if I can fix well, hopefully they'll y'all out there in what do they call it, TV land. Hopefully y'all screens ain't jumping. I had it on full screen. Maybe that's the problem.
You know, the problem is you and I have no technology smart, so
Zero.
we're winging it. Without Eric, it's a tough call because Eric's the man, and he's not here. He's not available, so we'll just wing it. Do the best we can, Marty.
What I'm gonna do about this hair though?
Stop worrying about your hair. You know that beautiful face just takes nobody
That's
even
another
sees
thing,
it.
man. It got so wide in the last week or two, and I don't know if that's from extra sleep or extra not doing anything
So
and extra eating.
so
I
your
told
face
you I
got
went to eat.
wide in the last 2 weeks.
Was that
Your face got wide in the last 2 weeks, huh?
you noticed?
No, you're telling me that. I don't see it at all.
Oh yeah, man. Good. I hope you don't. I hope nobody else does.
So anyway, so what I'm going to talk about is your situation with your ankle. Can you give the people?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up because I usually do update.
And we need to give an update because people
Let
are
me
concerned.
see if I can. Not
That'd
see, I
be
ain't,
cool. Let's see what's going on there.
I ain't flexible no more.
Make sure you got your pants on because we don't want to see nothing we don't want to see.
Yeah, I will leave it down then because it's swollen again. Like, well, I measured them. What's the matter?
What are you trying to do?
Show my ankle. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
You know when you got to be careful because when Addie hears swollen, she gets a little worked up.
Shut up, Mike. Don't tell.
So bottom line is your ankle right now is a little swollen.
It still ain't. Here's what you and I talked about it.
Yeah.
I think the infection has come back,
Well,
which has been
I
the
told you
problem
to
for
jump
the
the gun
whole
about
3
that.
years.
I get it.
What's
I
that?
get it. I said don't jump the gun about that, but it could be. It could be.
Well, I mean, all the symptoms, like I told you, Addie sent me some message that was showing all the symptoms. I had every one of them, and
Yeah.
brutally.
But how are you feeling right now?
Okay.
Okay. Well, there you
Right
go.
now.
Maybe it's not as bad as you think. But can we? What I wanted to do, and it's up to you.
Okay.
You seem to be really concerned about your look, dude. You look great. You look great.
No,
Stop it.
fucking
Oh,
hair sucks.
okay. Hey, I've got a hat on too because I've got. My hair's not where I'd like it to be. All 5 of them. Anyways,
On your face?
what's that?
On your face or your head? You got hair on your head now?
A little bit. So, anyways, as far as the sepsis goes, what I wanted to do, and it's up to you, but I wanted to actually kind of maybe explain to people who don't know, because everyone knows about your ankle, but not everybody.
Everybody. My neighbor don't.
But not everybody knows how this started. Is it okay to maybe kind of tell people a little bit of how this all transpired to where it's at now, or are you cool with that?
Well, yeah. I mean, from all the years of wrestling, and before it blew out to where I couldn't do it anymore, that was 36 years.
Right.
25 of them at the highest level. Jumping off top ropes to in the ring is enough in itself. You know that. But I don't think I remember seeing you ever jump off the top rope to the floor. I don't think a hangman would need to do that, right?
A hangman, yeah. I can't even believe I used to go to the top rope, let alone do the shit you used to do. Because you did amazing shit. But go ahead.
But that one to the floor was probably one that got, because that's good right at 10 feet from foot to floor. I mean, 12 or 2 or 13. Well, I'm 5, 6
So you actually feel like you remember the time when you actually.
Oh, no. Just it's accumulation.
I got you. Of all the times that you did it.
Get 25, 35 years of it.
Yeah. Because you guys were always
See,
flying
it was
shit.
when I first went and seen my doctor, Lee McCluskey, who I went to school with. We played football together in junior high, and college. And thank God he turned out to be the best ankle surgeon in the world, which is why I moved back to Columbus, Georgia. But he, the first time I went in to see him, I was still pretty heavy in the independence. I was living up in New York, in the New York area.
I remember that.
And I was getting ready to leave, and I went to see him to see what he suggested I do or anything. And when I walked in his office, he goes, "Oh my God!" He goes, "I can already tell you what's wrong because my ankle was off to the side, my foot was off the side of my leg." He goes, "Your ankles have collapsed." and meaning kind of they come out of joint and they're up
You
here.
remember we talked about this last week where I saw you in Milwaukee, and I thought
Yeah.
you had your damn wallet in your boot,
Oh yeah,
but actually,
yeah.
but it was so bad. But it was actually your bone that was sticking out.
Yeah.
I don't know how you wrestled, dude. I don't know how you wrestled.
Yeah, Beefcake was saying that on the, I think he said it on the dark side of the ring thing.
Your pain tolerance is beyond normal.
That's
Beyond.
what I keep trying to tell my friends around here. Like, look, if I'm hurting, sometimes they'll come over. I'm just not, in no way I feel like going anywhere. And I tried to tell them, man, I'm hurting. They're like, come on, man. Don't be old on us.
They
No,
don't
bitch.
know, dude. They don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right with you. But what I wanted to talk about, if you want to, I wanted to kind of explain to the people how this happened. Not the ankle, all the years.
The ankle or the sepsis?
The sepsis, exactly. Would you
Yeah.
mind to kind of go over
No, I
that?
don't mind. What, I got the surgery. Both ankles had a joint replacement in one, reconstructive in the other. And I went on rebuilding it, getting better and better and better. Lee was impressed. He's like, I ain't seen nobody do it
Yeah,
that
but the
fast.
hospital is what causes, dude. You're kind of jumping.
Yeah, well, you got to check on that for me because Morgan and Morgan didn't return the call.
Can I
They're on TV
explain
all
a
the
little
time.
bit of what happened on that, or would you mind or no?
I've told it before. So anyway, when I went down, I moved down by you. Remember?
Clearwater, yep.
So we started hanging and maybe running wrestling school together. But they trying to remember it was during that time when it was crazy renting the place was like $2,000 for a little bitty thing.
Very expensive, and you were
Yeah,
staying
all
with a
the New
couple
Yorkers were
friends.
moving in.
You were staying with a couple friends, and then you.
No, I was by myself. And now in Jacksonville, I was living with a friend. Yeah,
No. When you came down to Clearwater, dude, you were living with those
by
two
myself.
girls for a little while. Or we
With who?
can't in that. The two
No,
girls
I was.
when the police got called.
Sorry, I say it again.
When
Right
you
here.
remember when you couldn't get waken up, and then the police came.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I'm talking
you
about
were,
now.
you were there were two girls there.
No,
Oh.
they came. They were there for me.
Oh,
I mean, I saw them. They were my friends, and
okay. I forgot about Addie. Okay, go ahead.
no, she knows about it.
All right.
And maybe snot myself. Yeah, they. Well, I hadn't slept. You know that. You know, I go through this insomnia periods.
Yes,
like
absolutely. You
4
have a very high. Sometimes you won't sleep for 3-4 days, and then you'll
Yeah.
sleep for 2 days.
Yeah, but thing is, if I go past the fourth day, and I've heard this from the hospital and other people, I told them one night I'll start hallucinating. You know, seeing shit that ain't there and all.
I couldn't even imagine. I can't even go more than 6 hours without sleeping.
Yeah, but so
Time out. Technical issue.
Uh-oh.
can't hear us.
Put this on because every time you touch the table, there's banging, and I can't hear.
You don't need.
But then Marty can't cover that beautiful hair of his he wants to cover.
Right. Now I got to turn the headset
On.
Would it be right?
Addie, thankfully for you.
Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, thanks.
Marty, you could put your hat on even though you have the headphones on. And it wouldn't be the most. It might be the most ridiculous look, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, no, you're just going to have to live with it. Oh, there you go. Look at you.
I'm gonna do my best, Eddie Mansfield. Eddie,
That looks good.
puts a picture up for the whole time.
Dreams do come true. You have it. Go ahead.
Now, if I can just lose weight like that. Don't forget, we got necklaces. Oh, it's supposed to be on my wrist. It's not necklaces, the wrist thing.
Yeah, that looks more like a cock ring. Go ahead.
You got one that big?
No, I wish.
Man, Mina, well, what do you think about?
Stop it. Go ahead and tell. So the bottom line is can I tell a little bit of this story? Because you like to tell a mile.
Yeah.
Marty loves telling a long story that could be a block story. But anyways, Marty was down here and he had a hard time sleeping, and so he fell asleep. And when they went to wake him up, the police got called because they were so concerned about him. He wouldn't wake up, and when they finally woke him up, they decided to take him to the hospital to make sure he was okay.
Oh, let me tell the full detail of that. That I wake up and moan the floor because I was moving.
And
He's
this
ready
is
to move out that place.
This is in Clearwater, or no,
Yeah.
St. Pete. St. Pete.
St. Pete, yeah. And I wake up and there's a couple cops, a couple paramedics around me. I'm like, what? And I saw, can't think of her name. I don't know if I should say it, but
No, don't.
yeah. Hey, what's Asia's name?
You're awful.
But she was in there. But she was coming to see me to help me get.
They were
move all
concerned
the way.
about you. Yeah, they were concerned about you.
Yeah. And I guess I didn't open the door when they knocked, so she went and got the apartment guy, and he got the keys, and I was on the floor sleeping. I guess they thought I might have got murdered, so they called the police real quick.
Right.
And then paramedics showed up, or the ambulance or whatever. And so I wake up and there's 4 people around me, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" And I'm in a daze because I was slept in 4 days. So I'm like, "What is going on?" I wasn't comprehending shit yet. And then they were like, moving their hands like this. You see, you know who you are. Like, I'm fine, man. Why you treat me like that?
Right.
And they were like bringing a little gurney thing in. I'm like, I don't. What's that?
You're
for?
like, what's that for?
Yeah, I mean, I don't need that. And they were like, we're going to take you to the hospital. I said, no, you're not. I got to get out. I had to get out that day because I was moving.
Yeah, you were moving. I get it.
Yeah. And so I was worried about getting out more. I said, what is wrong with you? I'm right here. What am I going on the damn bed for? Then they were like, you were unresponsible.
In St. Pete, Florida, before sepsis. Go ahead.
Say again? I didn't hear you.
I was letting the people know because, I want to make sure they're understanding. This was all in St. Pete.
Yeah.
Before the sepsis started, and now
you're
going to be transported to the hospital.
Yeah. Well, but I didn't want to.
I know you did.
I was fine. And they made me.
And you shouldn't have been.
Here's what you told me that wasn't a law in Florida. They told me, they said, you're going to go. I said, no, I'm not. They said, we can do it the hard way or the easy way. And I looked around, saw 4 people. I said, how long will it take? Because I was going to try to fight 4 of them.
Just trying to do the logical thing.
Yeah. And so they said, well, if you'll cooperate, it won't take that long. Okay. And then I said, I don't need that bed, though. I'll walk with you. I mean, what I want to ride in the bed for? I'm an invalid. But
it was ridiculous.
Yeah, but they made me go, and you said that's not a law. Can't be made to go to the hospital.
Bottom line is I don't see why it was warranted to take you to the hospital if you didn't want to go and you were coherent. That's my life.
I was fine. And here's the thing, Asha. I'm not going to say her name though. Not her real name. She's witnessing all this because she tells it. She's ready to tell right now if I do find a way in court with it.
Right.
That's a threat. We can do it the hard way or the easy way.
That is a threat. Yeah.
And so, but I went. Once I got in the ambulance, the little truck thing. But then you had to lay on the gurney. I know that's I had to lay it on it. Click. They got me out. Click, man. I'm walking in the hospital too. But once we got there, they wouldn't roll me because I told her I'm not going on the bed, and they left. I was able to fucking unhook the shit. And I got out and walked in. And here's where it all starts. I walked in the hospital. Now, it don't take a detective to figure this out. I was forced to go there. I go there, walking in, and she's got it on video, thank God. But it ain't helped yet. I walk in 4 days later. 4 days later, I'm on a wheelchair. I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
And that's where it started.
I remember you sending me a video from the hospital.
The lady screaming.
And you had an IV, and there was some lady screaming in the background, and there was blood, dried blood,
all over
outside your IV, which clearly meant they weren't cleaning your stuff. And
Not
it was just awful, dude. And I felt horrible for you. And here's the bottom line, people. We'll leave it at that because we could talk about this forever, but it doesn't change things.
Yeah.
Bottom line is that you went into the hospital walking, and you were fine, and you didn't want to go, but you were forced to go. But he came out months later, and he couldn't walk. His brother,
not months later. No, 4 days later.
Well, but no, it was way longer.
Then I went to other hospitals. I was in hospitals.
He was in hospitals for a long time.
7 weeks.
Finally, 7 weeks, and then his brother had to finally get him, bring him back up to Columbus. But at that time, you couldn't even walk.
No.
Well,
when I did leave with Gino and them, they hold me. They're helping me walk. I finally could get out of the wheelchair, but my back was killing me, my legs. And here was the thing with Asha. That's not her real name. She asked them, and I actually heard her say, because they put me in a bed, and they were bringing these IV shit things to me. And she goes, well, what are y'all doing that to him for? And I just said, you get out. Like I don't know if they're allowed to tell. They knew she was with me, but she didn't understand that. You don't know what he's here for, but you're rolling in all this shit to give him.
There was a lot of shenanigans that went on with that whole thing, but the bottom line is that you went in with no sepsis.
I'm gonna count the.
You came
I'm
out.
gonna count the bottom lines.
No, yeah, exactly. But you came out with sepsis. But you came out with sepsis.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's the problem, and now it's been bothering you for 3 years.
Three
You've
and a
been
half,
battling it, and it's changed your whole life. And I feel that you should be filing a lawsuit, but I get it's not easy to do that.
I tried.
But anyways, so let's do this because everyone knows about your ankle. I see a lot of questions coming on here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to answer a couple questions, but now it seems like we missed a bunch of them because people were talking.
Can't you roll it back or no?
I don't know how to do all that. I mean,
I don't either.
I'm not exactly the most savvy guy, but someone's asking where it wasn't somewhere in Tampa. But anyways, I've got another question for you. Remember we had the last podcast, you and I, 2 weeks ago, before you and Eric had your podcast?
Yeah.
We started to talk about you leaving. No, this was you leaving the AWA, and I asked you when you left, another time out? Boy, Eddie's regulating tonight.
What's up?
Hey, Mike. Sorry. As far as the questions, wait, why did you?
I don't know. You interrupted for no reason.
Anyway.
What was the question?
The questions. I'm in YouTube. If y'all want to send me the link to StreamYard, I can put the questions in the chat with y'all.
Whatever is easiest for you, Addie, but I can kind of see him. I see Rich Finke, a good buddy of mine. So I trained Rich Finke. He's from Milwaukee. He came to my
Is that Thumper? Not Thumper.
Different guy, Rich Finke. He came to my wrestling
That's
school.
his name. Okay.
And I trained him, and he became one of the Steel brothers. Very dear friend of mine. I appreciate you checking in, Rich. I once saw
Rich.
When I was in Milwaukee recently. We got to see each other. But anyways, so what I wanted to say is about that AWA question.
Oh yeah.
Remember because I wanted to hear it when you went to the AWA from going to the WBE. Was it monetarily? Was it a money thing, or was it more that you thought you were the opportunities? Because I didn't need numbers, but was the money that much more significant when you got your opportunity to go to WBE from AWA?
WWE.
Yeah, when you went to the WBE AWA, was it a money thing or was it really more of an opportunity?
Well, I felt, and Sean did too, that we were getting mistreated
in AWA.
Yes.
Okay.
And they bullshitted me. I don't want to say Greg Gagne's name, so I'll say Beg Gagne told me, or he got his sister Kathy to tell me, they was giving me a guarantee and asked what I wanted, and there really wasn't even that much. This is back then, remember.
So this is a guarantee for you and Sean in AWA.
I think it was $1,500 a week guaranteed each
during the showboat time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which wasn't that outlandish compared to Road Warrior. Of course, we weren't that, but
you guys were making impact nationally with the cage match and everything. Yeah.
Oh, we saved them because when I first got there, the Road Warriors, the Freebirds were in a feud. I don't know who all else. I know this. It was full houses, and we was going all over. In Kansas City. The states all around it, the central states. Yeah. But here was going to be on ESPN TV, and you're getting shown around the world. Huge. Yeah. And they're going to these bigger cities, Denver, LA, San Francisco,
Milwaukee,
Baltimore. Yeah. So I was all about that too. It was moving up. When I first got there, the first house was full. I'd not seen an arena, not in my wrestling career, seen an arena full.
Yeah, because when we were in Kansas City, it was never like that.
No, or small places would be half full. But or the Sedalia, I don't want to bring up Sedalia, but Sedalia would be half full. It was small.
Yeah.
But man, it was full. We went to, I don't remember which towns. Minneapolis started, then we went out west. Everything was full. And I was like, God dang, man, we're getting 15,000, 17,000 people.
That was a big jump from Kansas City.
Yeah. And then I don't remember which ones left first now. I would just say Freebirds left. No, I know it was the Road Warriors. They left and the shit dropped in half. Now it's going around. There's half full arenas. Half
because they were
half,
big.
But then the Freebirds left and it dropped again. It was a quarter of what it was when it got. That's that Gat luck. They're doing great, and then I get there.
Yeah.
But that's why when WWE called, now you're even.
Let me ask you this: who called you? From
Terry Garvin, your friend.
How did that happen? Terry Garvin?
Yeah, your friend.
Who we knew from Kansas City, which makes sense because he was there.
Yep.
Okay, so he called you and said what? What did he say?
He said, Marty, don't sign no long-term contracts.
Okay.
And I was like, well, they're asking me to. He goes, don't do it.
Okay.
Are y'all gonna bring me in? Yes. Don't sign no long-term.
All right.
And so
what happened next?
We went to we had to go to the showboat, do our how we did TV. Did you come out there or not to Vegas?
Dude, I wrestled you at the showboat. Stop it.
Oh, that's right. You didn't.
Me and Knobs wrestled you too. You and Sean.
Yeah, I remember that now.
I wrestled at the showboat 1,000 times. Yeah, of course.
Oh, I know that. I didn't know that though. Because why didn't we party a lot together?
Because you were big time and I was still.
Oh, stop it, man! I wasn't big league.
We were in Kansas City together, like peas and carrots. Then you came to the AWA and you were just like, hey, I remember seeing you and Sean walking by me holding hands, and I was like, damn.
Nah, he was holding something else.
Oh shit! Okay, there you go again. You can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. But go ahead. So tell us. So you can't help yourself. So you and Terry called you, said don't sign.
Yeah. So then we got to go for a title match with Bad Company, Tanaka and Paul Diamond. Remember them?
Yeah.
Fucking great workers. I loved working with them.
You had great matches with them in the AWA, and then as Orient Express in WWE. But go ahead.
Yeah. So we were the champions, and Greg had said we'll think about that $1,500 a week, and each, not one.
Should have been more.
We were making better money there than Kansas City because we're going to bigger places. Yeah.
Pretty sure Pizza Hut workers were making better money than in Kansas City.
Hey, that Mandani guy wants to pay $30 an hour up in New York City. You saw that?
The what?
Mandani, the guy that's running for mayor of New York City.
Oh, yeah. They're going to make what? My first job was McDonald's, and I was making $3.85 an hour to be a breakfast cook.
Yeah. I remember him.
Now they're going to make $30 an hour. See how things change?
It's crazy, man. He's got a lot of shit that ain't going to work.
I'm thinking about going back there.
I know it, right?
But anyway, so go with the story. So you go back to Vegas and they're
for the match it up, and we go in the room. What I say for Greg to replace Greg's name so nobody knew what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Peg Gagne.
Peg told me to come in the room.
Now, wasn't his sister named Peggy?
No, that was Kathy.
Oh, because she told you to go to the room too. But go ahead.
Yeah, it was a different room. But I don't like to talk about that because Larry Zbyszko married her.
But they're divorced now, so it's okay. But go ahead.
Are they divorced?
I'm hoping because I just said that. I don't know.
They are.
They are. They are for sure. Go ahead.
But so anyway, it was kind of weird. I knew it was weird because we always went to a room, got our finishes, and they went whatever. Sean and I walk in, Pat and Paul are over in the one corner. Remember what's his name? God, the Indian. I shouldn't say the Indian, but that's what they called him, Native American.
Wahoo?
McDaniels.
Who?
McDaniels or Daniels?
Well, Wahoo. You're talking about
McDaniels. Yeah.
I just said Wahoo, and you go, no, McDaniels. That's the same name, but go ahead.
Yeah. Man, and I was good friends with him.
I love Wahoo.
I do too. But so he's in there. That was usually with us. We got our finish in private.
He was booking. Him and Ray were booking.
Yeah, and he's in there. And this dude that was a known martial artist, like Kurt was saying, he's 7th degree, but I'll kick his ass. But he was a 7th degree martial artist. He's sitting in there quiet, leaning walls with his arms folded, like I don't know if he's trying to look intimidating with his arms folded or what all that was supposed to be. But when I walked,
who is this?
I don't know the guy. Some dude they knew in Minneapolis.
All right.
There was a 7th degree martial artist. But I walked in and that already the setting something ain't right here.
Something's weird.
Yeah. And, Sean and I sit down on one bed. They sit on another bed.
And who is it? It's Wahoo and who else?
That dude, the karate dude, I think that was it. And
Okay, so is he there
him
for
and
like
us.
muscle in case you don't like the answers?
What's that?
Is he there just basically as muscle in case you don't like what you hear?
We don't know.
Okay.
That's what I would assume. Because
Okay.
why was he in there? He's not even in the damn industry.
And I feel like Wahoo could take care of himself anyways, but go ahead.
Yeah. So they give us the finish, them going over.
Rose and
And
Summers?
no, we were losing them to bad
Tanaka.
company.
I got
Bad,
you.
yeah, they were called Bad Company. Him and Paul Diamond.
Yeah, okay.
So they give us the finish, and I'm thinking, oh, that's why these people are in here, in case we balked on it.
Right.
So I said, Greg, and I was trying, not Greg, Peg. I was trying to be nice and civil and professional about it. I was like, Greg, we need to talk first, bro. Because if we drop the belts, you got to give a shit, do they?
Where do you go from there? Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, we need to talk first. He goes, about what? I said, no, I was trying to figure out how to say it. I'm like, what? I said, we're just us.
So
You can say it here.
Greg's in the room now too.
Yeah, Greg. Yeah, he's the one giving the finish. And Peg. And he said, when I said, well, we need to talk, private, he goes, you can talk here. I said, okay, well, it's about the guarantee. And he goes, oh, there's not going to be one.
Oh, so they already changed their
It's
mind.
like that in front of everybody. And the other boys were looking like, a guarantee?
Wow.
What? Because nobody was getting a guarantee.
Right.
So when he said that, my first thought was walk out of the room, leave. And I thought, how do I do this the right way, professionally? And he started telling what he wanted, and I'm not even hearing it because I'm thinking we're not doing this, whatever we're doing.
So what ended up happening?
Left and called Terry Garvin, told him what he wanted to do. He says, do it. We'll pick you up next week.
So they said, fine, do the job.
Yeah.
We'll
Just don't worry about it. Don't sign nothing. We'll get you next week.
And then off to WB you went.
Yep. And then got fired one day.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to talk about, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I know people have heard the story, but a lot of people haven't. So Marty gets hired by WB, him and Sean.
Yeah.
And then who did you guys wrestle the first night? What happened the first night?
The first time.
The first time when you got fired.
Jesse Barr, which was the one that caused the whole issue.
Okay.
What did they call him? He had the mask thing.
Yeah, he was Jimmy Jack Funk.
Yes, yeah, Jimmy Jack Funk.
But I mean, who did you wrestle that before you got fired that night when you had the incident? Did you guys wrestle?
Just them, yeah. The first night we didn't have a match. It was too nice.
So you guys just went out after the show and partied. And
with the boys and mingled in. Terry Garvin said, "Hey, Marty, don't do this. You look bad. Go party with the guys."
Yeah.
So okay, we didn't know anybody,
Yeah.
And that first night, there was a bunch of the guys that seemed to be having the most fun in the middle of the bar at a table, about 6-8 of them.
And this was in Buffalo, right?
What's that?
This is Buffalo, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That damn.
I remember that. I remember that bar. I remember that.
Yeah, right by the airport. Yeah.
Yep.
And so we went in, or went down, scared to death because we don't know anybody,
Yeah,
man.
it's intimidating. You get around all these guys. You've been, because even me as a job guy, when we were in the AWA doing jobs, when I was Mike Richards, when we
and
started,
Madigan.
no, I did. That was only in Kansas City. But when we went to WB to start doing jobs after that, I couldn't believe the difference in how big and intimidating it was. You went from having Greg, Jim, and all these guys to having Ultimate Warrior and Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan and all these guys. So I get it. You guys were a little bit kind of
Well, I've told you. I probably have told you this, and I have told it a few times. When we came in the first day to the arena, I mean, it couldn't have been no worse. We were timing wise, that gap thing that nobody likes.
Yeah.
I walk in, Sean walk in. Big John Studd walked by. He's 6'9", and he's big too. I guess that's why they call him Big John Studd. He's big.
Yeah.
But but not fat, not sloppy or nothing.
No, he's just
And I
a
don't
giant.
mean that to anybody
Right.
that feels they are that way.
Yeah.
But so I see him go by like, holy shit.
Mhm.
And then Bundy, he's only like 6'4",
But
but
he's a
400 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. He walks by and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be and Sean looking at each other. Then Hogan walks by, and it's the first time I'd ever seen him in person. And he's big, 6'6", and he's muscles.
And you're like, this is the land of the giants.
Yeah, then one man gang come walking
Oh
by.
my God. Dude.
6'7", 375. I looked at Sean, and I started shaking a little bit. I said,
Yeah.
no, man, no, we don't belong here.
We need to go back to AWA or somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to, he's like, no, come on, let's try. And then if that wasn't bad enough, the dressing rooms were full, so him and I had to sit outside where the extras
Oh, I did that a lot. Yeah. I was probably right there with you.
sitting out there.
Yeah.
And you're out in the hall, so you got to change clothes. You know, there's girls on the production thing, so I'm looking so I can change pants real quick.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming because it was circular. I'm like, I'm hurting.
Yeah, 'cause you don't know if someone's going to walk by and see you. I used to just
Yeah. And then I pulled my pants down and I hear, brother, do you mind? And I look up. I knew the voice, right? I looked up. There's Randy and Elizabeth coming around the corner.
Here you are. You got your pants down, and here comes Randy and Elizabeth.
Of
Bad
all
timing.
people.
Awful. Yeah.
The
First
most
time in,
jealous
first night in.
person, most jealous man in the world, not just the
my
industry.
God, dude, that's crazy.
Brother, do you mind? I'll never forget it, bro.
Did you pull your pants back up?
I couldn't. They were down at my ankles.
Oh, did you just tucked it in between there? And
No, I had a towel for them threw over.
Okay, I gotcha. So,
Yeah.
so you didn't wrestle, but you were there, and then what happened?
And they got dressed and all that shit, and all excited to be told y'all aren't on tonight.
They used to do
You know
that.
what that's like? You know what that's like, right? Getting geared up, ready. Okay, y'all ain't working.
Yeah. No, and they used to do that. They used to test guys all the time with that. I remember when I was a job guy.
Yeah.
I remember when Ultimate Warrior first started there. He was
Wait, for people to understand that term, what is a job guy?
job guy's an enhancement guy who puts the top stars over. And this was when I was first starting out. And I remember going there several times. And Dingo Warrior, Ultimate Warrior, eventually was they'd make him put all his makeup on, get dressed, and then they would tell him he wasn't wrestling to test him and see what kind of attitude he had. And this happened like 5 times. And I was like,
He
my
ended
God.
up getting it. Yeah, he ended up getting
You know what? He
them.
sucked it up, and then eventually they gave him the shot. But they were testing him, and they were doing the same with you.
And they did the same with Tatanka. They did that same shit.
I'm sure.
Doing the Native American gimmick.
Get you all geared up, and then they tell you you're not working.
Yeah. And him and I became pretty good friends. We're still friends today. I mean, we still stay in touch. And he was telling me, like, Chief Strongbow would go over. There was a lot of Native Americans in this business, wasn't there? Chief Strongbow come over and would tell him, no, you want to do that. They would give him dark matches, but no TV matches, which is what they were doing to Warrior, too.
Yep.
They didn't put him on no TV matches on for a
Sometimes
long
good
ass
matches,
time.
but sometimes dark matches. Yep.
Yeah, and then, but it worked for Tatanka because he performed.
And those who don't know what a dark match is a match where you wrestle in front of the live crowd, but you're not going to be on TV.
TV, yes, not taped. Well, they tape it to see how much you suck.
But you're not going to be exposed to the
Not to
crowd.
be on TV.
Yeah.
And yeah, so back to that first night.
So the first night, so you guys don't
That
wrestle.
night, right?
You put your street clothes on. You're going to go out to Buffalo, and then what?
Well, we went in a club because we was going to go to a club,
Of course.
but somebody had told us it was a pretty good place, and it was. It was packed
a fun
with
place.
what,
I like that place. Yeah.
yeah, it was packed with what we like, And yeah, I was sitting there with Sean and Terry. Marty, you guys can't do this. You can't sit over here by yourself. The guys are going to hate you. Get in there and mingle. Get down there and mingle. I understand that, because
You don't want the guys to think that you guys think you're above them.
and that's what Andre the Giant thought that we thought, because we didn't go around and shake hands the second time. We're finishing this one. So we went down to one table. I saw a bunch of cutting up guys like having a good time. I thought, well, I'll go mess with them first. And got there. It was Jimmy Powers, British Bulldog, Davey Boy. I forget who the other guys.
Guys who you eventually became good friends with.
Yeah, all of them. That's who I started with, and I ended up being best friends with them. But they were cutting up, doing crazy stuff, man.
Now, you
Jimmy
guys doing
Powell,
shots or you just drinking beer or what are you doing?
everything.
Okay.
And Jimmy Powers, some guy come up to him and thought he was Rick Martel. He goes, "Hey, Rick Martel, let me get your autograph." He goes, "Oh yeah, sure." He right. Rick Martel sucked my dick and gave it back to him.
Well, that guy kind of gets that for not knowing who's who.
Yeah. but so then Jimmy Jack out for a while. We're having a good time. Jimmy Jack comes up and puts his arm around me. "I heard you guys are partiers." I'm like, we do. Yeah, what we doing now? And he goes over to Sean and he like kind of laid the arm across the back, the buddy hug, but wham, do with it.
Jimmy Jack was known to be a guy who kind of started shit, but go ahead.
Yeah. And supposedly a tough boy too.
Yeah, until you ran into Ming and Ming pulled his eye out.
Yeah, that's
go ahead.
One. Ming and Haku, for y'all who didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he goes to Sean, wham, a reverse clothesline from the backside. "I heard you big partiers." And Sean goes, "Well, we do okay." He goes, "Well, yeah, and you do this." And he gets a glass off the table, bites it. It was just a bar trick. You clamp down and just pull.
Yeah.
And so Sean didn't know it. I'm watching this because I know it's a bar trick. And Sean's like, "Well, I can't do that." He goes, "Come on, punk. I thought you was a party." He takes another. "Come on, punk." And now Sean's scared. And he goes, "Oh, I can't do that. I gotta do this." And he picked up one of the little narrow wine things, broke it over his head.
Okay.
Jimmy's like, yeah. Then all of a sudden we're buddies, right?
And this is the first
you got wrong. This you got wrong on Dark Side of the Ring, because that is what was said though. But so from there, no, it wasn't no.
Okay,
fight.
so just so you know, Wendy is in the questions. Wendy, you're Wendy.
Our Wendy,
she just said she's out. She's out later because we've been chatting about too much other stuff. But you might want to say hello to Wendy because she was trying to talk to you.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing up there? Are you still in Chicago?
I don't know if she's going to answer now because she might have left, but she was trying to say hello, and I just wanted because I know how you guys have
get some fan questions.
A good friendship, So, but anyway, so bottom line is
bottom line.
Well, at this point though, Sean breaks the wine thing, and now Jimmy Jack is happy, and then how did it get to that level to where it got you guys in trouble?
There was no, like you had heard it because that's what you said. I think someone said they were throwing glasses behind the bar. You had said that on Dark Side, but I'd heard that so many times.
That's what I heard. I wasn't there.
I know. Hey, man, when Sean and I got fired the next day or day after, whatever, a couple of days later, and what caused it was not any of the shenanigans, the glasses, or there was no throwing, there was no disturbances. We partied out.
What caused it?
We partied out. And at the end of the night, I had this girl's right up on me with her boobs hanging out, and she's like, "You want to go get an after-hour drink?" You want to go get another drink? I know after our bar. And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And so I'm leaving with her, and Jimmy Jack comes running by and goes, "Hold on, guys, let's go get something to eat." And I'm like, I don't want to eat. But he said, "I'm going to run in the room. I'll be right back. I'm going to get me some money."
You got something more tasty to work on than the food. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, and I didn't know I'll tell it at the end so it don't ruin the away me and her. I said, "Well, I'm wanting to leave with her. She's ready to go. Let's go." She's pulling on me. "Let's go. We got to wait on Jimmy. Do you want to be with him or do you want to be with me?"
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what because of the girl. Anna Marie just popped in and she said she thought the Bulldogs had something to do with it, but they didn't have nothing to do with it.
No. Davey Boy and I were the best.
But it wasn't during that night. They weren't even there, probably.
Davey was there.
Oh, he was there. Okay. So anyway, so now it's coming down to the fact that Jimmy Jack was really just being
okay. So me and the girl, she said, "You want to go with him or do you want to go with me?" I'm like, "Well, hurry up, let's go before it comes back then." And we went and got in her car and we leave. She turns the wrong way out of the hotel and goes up. It has to turn around and come right back
in front of Jimmy Jack, right? Oh, God.
I look over there and there's Jimmy. He sees us. He's looking. So I'm faking like I have my arm out the door and I'm doing this so he could see it. Turn here, and turn here, go. Turn here, go. And she kept going, and we ended up spending the night together. The next day
How did that get you fired?
I'm telling you, the next day at catering, going through everything seems cool. We had a good time. Here comes Jimmy Jack. I see him, and I'm smile. He comes and gets right up in my face. Oh, you think you're the big star now, huh? I don't know if he's serious or not. I mean, I don't know him that well.
Right.
I mean, what are you talking about? You know what you did? He's yelling, and all the people sitting around the tables eating, everybody stops eating and listening and watching. And he says, "You telling my limo driver that y'all are stars and I'm a jobber, y'all going to beat me tomorrow."
Jesus Christ.
And I'm no such thing.
Just making shit up, making
yeah.
shit up.
But wasn't that the right thing to say in front of all the boys? Every one of them started looking at us with fucking bated breath. I mean, it was like, I looked at him, I said, "What are you talking about?"
Now, this is in the dressing room?
No, this is in the catering.
Yeah, I remember the catering, yeah.
And so I thought he was bullshitting, but then when he said all that, and I'm feeling the heat off the other boys getting pissed, believing what he said. I said, "What are you talking about, man? We had a good time last night. You told my limo driver to leave me, and you all were the stars."
So he just completely made up shit.
Yeah. Which he ended up telling us he was sorry. He'd been having a bad week. He'd been on the road 50 days.
Yeah.
But it didn't work. I mean,
so let me ask you this. So he does that. You're at catering.
We had a match that night against the Conquistadors.
Okay. I remember wrestling those guys, Jose Estrada, legend, and then Jose
and Luis Rivera, Jose.
Jose Luis Rivera. So now you have that match, but how do you?
I'm sorry. It was one of the Conquistadors and him. Because the last thing he said to me when he that day, he's yelling and shit. He goes, "That's all right. That's right. We'll see you tonight in the ring." And I'm thinking, what does that mean?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How was he in the match?
What's that?
How was he in the match?
Good.
Okay.
Good.
So he was just talking shit.
But he said that, and I didn't know
Go ahead.
I didn't know we was wrestling them. He saw the booking sheets.
Right.
I mean,
how did it escalate to Vince to where you got fired, though?
Because he heard about the incident and the thing, and the boys went and told him. Here's how we actually got fired. We went home that night after when we wrestled Jimmy Jack and
Conquistador.
Conquistador. They gave us the finish, and Sean told Chief, he goes, "I don't think we should wrestle them." And Chief goes, "Oh, they're good. They're very good. They're very good." He said, "I don't think we should wrestle them. One of them wants to kick our ass." "Which one?" And Sean told him. Oh, God damn, now we're stooges. Fuck.
Yeah. Like it would be Conquistador. Like he would like Jose Luis Rivera.
Nicest guy in the world. But so he went and had to talk with Jesse, came back and said, "No, he's going to work with you guys."
Oh, God.
And we went and had a good match. And then when it was over, Jesse came back in the back and he told he apologized to everybody. "I'm sorry." He goes, "Those guys are great. Those guys are great. I'm sorry. I was out of hand."
Sure,
he apologized.
We all have our bad days and nights. I mean, come on. When you're on the road as much as you guys were, I get it.
Yeah. Well, and we left that night and Vince saw us going out. And he goes, "Hey, guys." And like, "Oh, what?" And he says, "What do you say? Tone down that partying, but have a good time." And we're like, okay.
So at that time, you think you still have a job first night?
Yeah. They called us. Terry Garvin called and said, "Y'all need to come up here. Y'all." I can't remember if they flew us in or we paid our own damn way.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So the next day.
After TV, we're off for a little while.
Okay.
Back in Minneapolis. We're still living in Minneapolis. We left and then got the call to come up to the office to see Vince.
So then he asked you to come to the office at an arena?
No, the WWF office.
Shit, at Stanford. Okay.
Yeah. And we went up there. We flew in there and we got 9 a.m. We were early, 8:30.
Oh,
we're sitting on the thing and Vince didn't get there to about a half hour late.
Now, are you thinking that maybe he's going to give you some ideas about future shit, or you think you're getting fired?
I didn't know.
Okay.
Terry kind of forewarned me to be very careful, So we knew it wasn't going to be good.
All right.
And what happened that weekend, so Went in, and we knew our match was good. We wasn't worried about that. I mean, the guys were hugging us all over. Oh, man, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Right.
And we sat down, and Vince. Well, first, here's the best part. When Vince finally shows up, we're sitting there in the lobby of the big office thing they got. And Sean's sitting there with his legs crossed. He's got these alligator skin boots.
Yeah.
Vince walks in and he goes, "Nice boots." Sean goes, "Oh, thank you." He goes, "They're made for walking,
Oh, geez.
And we were like, "Oh," and he goes, "Oh, I'm just kidding." Took us in the office, then fired us.
Yeah. So when he fired you guys,
what he did though, he really did do us a favor, and we didn't understand at the time. When we went in the office, he sat there and told us, "You guys need a little more time to mature. You grow up a little more professionalism. I want y'all to go out and work on that." And we were like, "No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. What do we fail in that? What do we?"
Right.
Well, he goes, "Well, I'm just going to tell you, the boys don't want you here, and if the boys don't want you here, you don't want to be here."
Yeah, you weren't welcome by the guys.
Yeah, and that is true. If they don't want you there, I've seen it many times.
You've seen it. And you've told me stories. They'll play ribs on you. They'll abuse you. They'll bully you. Yeah, you have to fit in, and yet that time you weren't ready.
Yeah. So we
What did you? And that's when you went to Pensacola, right?
Yeah, the Continental Wrestling, man. For fuck. We went from decent in Kansas City to better in AWA to the best in WWE, back to Continental, the worst.
I actually want to talk about that a little bit, but I wanted to say hello to my buddy Mike Wilson. He's a guy I trained for wrestling. Yep. He wrestled as Acropolis, and he's actually a lawyer for the military now. This guy's unlike most wrestlers, this guy's a really smart dude. Unlike
most wrestlers are smart today, though.
Oh, you know what I'm saying, compared to most. Yeah. But anyway, I want to say hello to him because he's been piping in on the questions. But when you went to Pensacola, did you call? Was it because I know that's the Armstrongs territory, and I love the Armstrongs.
Me too.
Tom and I wrestled Scott and Steve so many times in WCW. We loved them. I wrestled Brad, who was.
Were they the smoking gun? Well, not smoking guns.
No. No, you're thinking of Tracy Smothers. And
what were they? Some kind of guns. Wild Out Southern Boys.
Yes. But no, when we wrestled the Armstrongs, we were all kind of in that enhancement role. But, man, we had some great matches with those guys.
They're good.
Such class acts and such good dudes. And then one time I got to wrestle Brad on a Nitro with this swole guy. That
was good.
And, dude, he was just
magic.
As everyone knows, one of the best ever, very underrated. But anyway, so when you called to go to Pensacola to wrestle for the Armstrongs.
Well, Birmingham. We had to live in Birmingham.
Did they reach out to you or did you reach out to them?
Who? WWE again?
Yeah, how did that happen?
We went to that place.
But how did that happen? Did you call them or did they call you because they knew you weren't with WB anymore?
I think they called us because we went from there. We went to Jeff Jarrett.
I know, but I'm talking about let's not jump guns. When you went to Pensacola, did Brad?
In Pensacola, that's a whole. Is there a territory down there?
I'm talking about Armstrongs, whatever that is.
Yeah. They got one. They do got one in Pensacola.
Did Dad call you or who called you?
Terry Garvin.
No, Terry didn't call you to go to the Armstrongs.
Oh, to go there. I don't even know. I don't remember.
Okay, so bottom line is you guys went down there though.
Yeah, it might have been. Sean never found nothing. I don't know.
Who was the booker?
Fuller's, but Bob Armstrong.
Bob Armstrong was the owner, but was Fuller
not the owner? No, he was booker there.
Oh, he was.
We are thinking of two different territories.
No, dude, I'm talking about the Armstrong territory,
which is Pensacola.
Yeah.
The Fullers had Birmingham. There's Continental.
Dude, I'm asking you about the Armstrong territory.
I don't know much about
That's where you went next. Isn't that who you went to next?
Continental with the Fullers.
Oh, with the Fullers. Okay, was it Robert or was it Ron or who was the booker?
Ron and Robert both. But Robert was never there hardly.
Okay. And then how many nights?
But Bob was the booker there.
I heard that territory was not bad as far as having fun, but it wasn't
That's about it. You know that when we're making
I wasn't there, but I heard, yeah.
Well, when we're making no money, but we're having the best fun.
Right. And how many nights a week were you working there?
I think 6.
Okay. And how long were you there before Vince called you back?
We actually left. We went to Nashville.
That's right. That's when we had our match.
Then we got both belts. We were the champions of AWA and whatever that was called. I can't remember.
Oh, you went back to the AWA?
No, they had us come up and win the title back. They were trying to get us back to them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so we had both belts. We had their championship belts and AWAs, and then Terry said, "Hey,
Okay,
another chance."
Gotcha. You know, I wrestled with Robert Fuller in USWA.
The tall Robert. Which one's the tall fuck? I mean,
it was him and Jeff Jarrett. They actually took the straps from. We won them from Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett in Memphis, and then we lost them to Robert Fuller and Jeff Jarrett. And man, I'm sure you know this, and I don't like talking about that stuff, but Robert Fuller had a special endowment that a lot of people don't know about.
I found out through one of the girls. I was out.
I saw it. Even soft, that thing was down to his knees.
Well, and we all, when we had to take showers, nobody could help us see it.
And I'm not maybe I am, but I noticed it. I was like, what the hell?
You are a pecker checker. I noticed that.
Stop it.
But he's a white Virgil. I mean, it bounces off his thigh, side to side.
I was shocked. I was like, man, this guy. Yeah, I mean, I guess when you're tall, that happens. But yeah, and you know, well, you did
this show just go to R-rated?
You've been a little bit. Everyone I'm around is like blessed that way. Like Bull Payne is. Well,
yeah, you told me.
Hey, I don't know.
We're not going to do this subject.
I didn't get the short stick out of the deal, but anyway.
But I will say though that in Birmingham, that horrible territory at that time, it was horrible. Yeah. We'd go to the ring, and I played for a joke one night. You know, they didn't care about nothing, man. It wasn't 100 people, 50, 75 people. You were like, why are we doing this, man?
We've all done those.
Yeah, I gave the ring music. I told all the boys, listen to our ring music. They're there like, oh, it's going to be something. And it comes on in an empty arena because it's just echo and double.
What is it?
It was that Tiffany song. I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
But I went out that night with a girl. We went somewhere, and she had to let me know ahead of time.
She was with Robert Fuller.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I was with Robert a few weeks ago. I'm like, God damn.
See, now me, I would have just closed up shop and left. But
you took the blow job.
You were comparable, dude. You're not that far off. I mean, you know, maybe an inch or two. Well,
we just went from hard to head.
We need to switch from talking wiener sizes. Yeah, this is
good.
All right,
so we're getting near the hour though. Some more fan questions.
I've got some things I want to talk to you about. I want to talk about one thing because you and I were on the dark side of the ring together because you introduced me to Tara, the producer, and then I was on that with you. I wanted to talk about that a little bit because I don't think a lot of people have seen it. I mean, I know a lot of people did, but I think a lot of people also didn't, and they should search it out because to me, I've watched all the Dark Side episodes, and I think the last season was one of the best. But I think that your episode, dude, was honestly, if not one or two of the top ones. I'd love to get your opinion. You know, first off, when you first got approached for that, was it who approached you? Was it Tara or was it just the Dark Side?
She called me and said, they were interested in having me, and I had no idea who they were. So I'm going to treat them like anybody else that calls for a book.
Yeah, you're like you're skeptical.
Yeah. So I guess she didn't know that I didn't know who they were. So I started going around asking people to find out and get an idea of what to charge.
Had you ever heard of this show before at that time?
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know who they were.
Okay. All right.
But then I went into research and saw it. I still didn't know they were on TV a lot. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought I saw one show and I thought that was it off the internet.
Yeah.
And started talking to her, and I thought, okay, well they're on Vice, they're on TV like a regular station, so they got money to spend.
Very legitimate, yeah.
And she had offered a dollar amount that I won't say, 10, and
all right.
and I was like, that's it. And she goes, well, we've never paid anybody that much. You're going to be the highest one now. I said, I don't know who you've had. I mean, he ain't paid out who you had.
Right.
Yeah. And she named a few names that weren't. I'm like, but no, that's not.
they're actually offering you better money than most, if not all.
Well, we bumped it up another bit.
Okay, great.
And she goes, it's not going to work more than that. But I thought I can buy a couple of beers with that. All right. So, yeah. And when did it end up being great, man, because her and I are like good friends. She helps me out with a lot of things. Even, she's a producer and a really good one. And
dude, the thing about Tara, I mean, Tara is such a level-headed person. Like,
she's watching.
I hope she is.
Tara.
We've been in contact since the show, just casually. Yeah.
Yeah, she loves you, man.
But she is so level-headed and so smart-minded that if you ever are thinking about things and not sure where your clarity needs to be, you can contact Tara, and she'll put you in line with what you need to be thinking because she's so level-headed.
Yeah, she's not like most.
You got the perfect producer for your show, and she did Buff too because he needed that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you think though overall when you watched it? The only thing I didn't like about the dark side thing, and I'll tell you this, and we've talked about this. I didn't like that Karen. Some of the things she said wasn't true,
and the way they structured it, what she was saying, you can't believe 99% of what he said. It was right behind me saying about blowing up the chemistry lab in high school, which is very true. I showed them all the damn proof.
Dude,
all the people.
I think all the Karen stuff should have been out of there because
that was actually Tara's, because I told Tara I don't want her in there.
I don't think Tara knew that she was lying.
Because she told me, that she was lying, yeah. But she told me, she goes, Marty, the girl loves you, and she brags about how you have
kind of your fault, though, that you even put her in touch with her.
What's that?
You put her in touch with Karen.
Probably. I don't know how
she would have known how to touch Karen. That was definitely.
I didn't know how. I didn't keep up with Karen.
But the point being is that all that.
I think they found her. They're the ones that told me.
You don't just find some rat randomly on the. You told her about Karen, just like you told her about me to get on the show. The reality is that Karen lied about him throwing you through a window, which he never.
He didn't lie. She just
you just happened to be on the first floor. You just happened to be on the first floor of the hotel where he could throw you through, and Sean could have never thrown you through a window.
No.
Secondly, she wasn't even in that city. Didn't she live in like
St. Louis? It happened in Denver.
Doesn't she live in St. Louis?
St. Louis, yeah. When she was saying it, I'm looking and I'm going like, where's she getting it from? But then I'm thinking she was mixing in parts of the barbershop window. Like throwing me out the window. She must have been thinking the barbershop window when Sean. I think her brain's just shutting down.
No, dude, she was just making up shit so she'd be relevant on the show. I don't think she's a bad person, but she made it sound like you were there. She was there when you and Sean fought. In reality, she wasn't there.
She tried to tell me she had my kid, and then I find out. Yeah, and then I find out. I'm like, what? I mean, she told me when she was like 14, 13 or something.
Jeez.
And I counted the years. I say, you realize I haven't even seen you in like 15 years. So you got somebody 13 years. The numbers ain't adding up. And she goes, no, it is. No, it is. It did. Last time I saw you. Okay, well, you guys did the longest birth process ever. And then she eventually got around to telling me, well, don't tell her. I started talking to her, and I thought, I don't like this shit. Talking to the kid, and the kid's thinking I really am, and she's all happy. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm getting drawn in like I know it happened once before. And so.
Is Addie yelling?
What you said? I can't hear you say it again. I think she just wants us to get off of this story.
What?
It's 10:04.
So what?
What's she say?
We can't go longer or no?
Oh, but not a lot more. Let's go a few more minutes.
All right. So I got a couple questions for you, real quick.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't realize we were in a time frame. Last time we went 2 hours and it wasn't a big.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'm not going to get on it. So what I'll say is this to the people who are listening: Eric couldn't make it tonight because he was real busy. He's got his dad talk, which is doing phenomenal.
Yeah, great.
Got some other things going on right now, so he couldn't make it. So I just filled in because normally we'd have him here as well. So we're just trying to kind of winging it, to be honest with you. But the reality is that I don't get to be on something like this with Marty ever, really, and so I'm enjoying it. But
We'll go a little over. Let me text him and tell him we're going over. So because he's got to sign us out.
I think he knows that already. I kind of told him that too. We're
Oh,
not
you
going to
did?
go super long, but I do have a call because I might not be on here with you again. So,
You better be.
if you want,
He's got to be.
I know he's going out of town soon,
Yeah.
and we'll figure it out. But point being is I'm on here with you now, and I'm in that mood to talk.
Okay.
I'd like to at least get some stuff out of it that I have questions about.
Okay. Hope it ain't nothing embarrassing.
It might be.
Okay.
I wanted to answer a couple questions because I just feel like people took the time to ask questions. Addie, is there any way you can scroll back on some of the questions so we can see?
I thought it was.
Addie,
Radical. Can you scroll
Adam,
back on the questions?
Can we
Radical answer.
look back to see, because we were chatting so much, did we miss some questions that we might want to
We
ask?
missed a lot of questions.
We did, because you and I get chatting, we don't stop.
And you don't let me finish. Which is good because I got that talk long
Yeah,
problem.
you take a little while to finish. Just ask any of your girls.
Questions, but there was a few.
What?
Few of the people are asking about the Facebook chat that you're going to continue on the podcast about GOAT or overrated guys.
Yeah.
That's what they were asking about.
We'll do that here now.
Guys,
Let's do this, Michael.
ooh, this is a tough one.
Okay, go. Let's get that one first, and then
No,
we'll go back.
Are we talking about overrated current wrestlers, or what are you talking about?
No, I'd ask.
Now what's showing on here? What's this? What, Marty? What was your favorite territory, or WWF? Which was your most learning territory? What was your favorite territory?
That's a tough one because I loved AWA. I loved them all. Oh, when I was in Kansas City, I didn't want to leave, but it was a necessary move. And when I got to Minneapolis, started living there, I loved all of my people up there. Okay. I didn't want to leave again. I went to WWF.
So you loved them all. You loved them all. You know, and
the only place that I didn't like so much was Birmingham, and the only reason wasn't the boys.
The money.
Yeah, well, not just money. It was just boring. There wasn't shit to do in Birmingham. Every place we went, they had parties, party over here, party over there. And you got to remember, I'm single. And so, I'm looking everywhere for the party. And Birmingham, just back then, that was way back. But
it was just you and Sean, really. You didn't have anywhere to go. And
that's where Sean on the.
Is that how you guys got closer?
Well, we used to hang out at night. Ray Lynn was living with me then. You remember?
I was trying to be funny. I was going to say, since there was no girls around, is that how you guys got close?
Oh, okay. You were doing that again?
Anyways, so I've got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
As far as the territories go, obviously you did good in all the territories, but was there a favorite town out of all the towns?
Denver.
I knew you were going to say that because that's where the rats were, right?
I wouldn't call them rats.
Well, you know what I'm saying. That's where the enhancement girls were.
Well, it's where a good time was. I mean, you could not go to if you were single and you went to Denver and didn't go home happy, you didn't deserve a dick.
Okay, so that was the town. That was the town.
Yeah.
Okay.
For us, it was.
I got another question.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no. Oh, listen, I love this question.
Oh, shit.
You and I have talked about this shit a million times. Has he ever written a book or planned to? Rebecca Stewart.
Mike told me.
I've already got on order Marty's book for 2076 when he finally finishes it, because this guy has all the shit, but he never puts it together. Thank you, Rebecca, for reminding me that this guy is never going to finish this book.
I started it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've started it over three or four different times.
Uh-huh.
And right now I'm on the fourth. Mm-hmm. And Mike's always, I'm going to get it. I want to read that shit. I got to read it. It's going to be good. And then he starts going, when are you going to write the book? And then like a year later, are you going to do that fucking book? And he's like,
I told him joking around that I already prepaid for the book for the 2076 release. Dude.
I don't know if the book's relevant today, though, is it?
Oh, look at Pete. Well, it just took off, Pete. Okay. So, Pete, listen, this is one I wanted to talk about with you, Marty. So, Pete is a good friend of mine. He's from Chicago originally.
Yeah, I see that.
And he was
on Manheim Road. That's where the hotel was.
What is that? I don't know what that is. He said something about the Stay Out. Was that a fun place?
Stay Out Club. It was, yeah.
I heard it was good, right?
Yeah, they had a VIP that we could go. Back then, guys.
Next door to that.
What's that?
He used to bounce next door, apparently.
Oh, really? Okay.
This was a nightclub, right?
It was called the Stay Out, but it was the whole title was Stay Out All Night, and it didn't close till like 6 in the morning. So many times we go out that front
Look at
door.
you. Hey,
And-
Mina's saying hello. See Mina?
Hey, me man,
Hi, Marty.
how you doing?
Yes, how are you guys?
Hey, you look darker. Did you get some sun?
Oh my goodness,
Well,
I'm out there with my grandson.
She's Filipino, so she's
Yeah,
a little darker
yeah.
anyway.
Very dark. Addie said hi.
Thank you for bringing
Yes,
that.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's so much fun. You guys are
She's
so
She's
funny.
watching it too. So
So
Oh,
funny.
you out there watching? All right.
Love you, Marty. Love you, baby.
Addie said hi.
Addie said hello.
Oh, hi, Addie. You guys have fun. I'm going
All
to
right,
bed.
thank you.
Good night.
All right.
Go to
Good
bed.
night, boo.
Bye, babes.
Did I just call your girl, boo?
I think
I
he
didn't-
did.
sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Dude, what's up with that? Yeah. So anyway, so this man, so you the stay out was on Manheim and was that?
Yeah, on Manheim. Yeah, and the hotels were all up and down that road.
I
so it was
remember
great.
seeing some of the boys wear shirts or
Stay out,
jackets.
jackets.
That said stay
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go
I
there.
had Bill. His name was Bill. He did.
Yeah,
manager.
Mr. Bill. He was,
Yeah, Mr.
he was
Bill.
an announcer for Sam DeCero, and he passed away recently, unfortunately.
Yeah,
was
I was
it a big place?
not huge. It was just perfect.
A lot of
I mean,
girls. A lot of girls.
Yeah, well, the ones that we like. I mean, it wasn't the snobby girls. You know, Chicago's got a lot of women, bro.
So listen to this, Pete, the guy who asked the question. Pete, he's a friend of mine here in Tampa. He's got sepsis as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's been battling it for a while now, and he's almost got it beat. And he's going to get back into the. He's usually a manager at a strip club.
What's the name?
Pete. And
Pete, are they giving you tell Mike or tell this thing here? Are they giving you? Have you used the pick line yet? I'm sure you have.
I don't know what he's all done, but he's been in rehab, dude, for maybe a year, dude. It's been bad.
Yeah.
He got bit by a brown reckless spider, and it just catapulted to where he's at sepsis. And he hasn't. There was a time where he couldn't even walk.
That's how he got it through a spider. Yeah. Damn.
Well, but then eventually because of the rehab, but he couldn't even walk, and now he's finally being able to walk. So he's right with you, Marty. I mean, it's not an easy thing to be.
That's the weird thing. That was what happened with me out in hospitals. All of a sudden, I can't walk. And, you know, when I got back home to Columbus, when my brother brought me there, I wasn't walking. My back was killing me all of a sudden. That was new. And finally, one day we called 911. I couldn't do it. I had to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't even move. And they took me in. They told me, you got in here just in time. You were down to 4 quarts or pints, or no, not pints, 4. My blood level was half what I was supposed to have. It was eating up all my blood, anemic. And then they did more testing, and they said, yeah, we got to do some operations. Like, what the fuck y'all find? And they were like, you got sepsis.
Yeah.
Blood, which I didn't know what is that.
Dude, some people die from sepsis.
No, not some, a lot.
A lot, yeah. They actually say, I Googled it. They said over 50% of the people who have sepsis don't make it. So look at the odds you beat.
Yeah, well, Dr. O, which was my blood, the infection blood specialist that I was seeing, he told me one day, he says, you're going to have to, remember all that, they're going to have to amputate.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we're not. And he goes, then can't continue on doing this. That's the day I went home all butterfaced and, you know,
I remember that day. I remember that. You had that.
Yeah, because 2 hours later I got a call. My sister died. You know,
yeah, awful.
Yeah, and that was sent me into a spiral that got me off Facebook. They threw my account off.
Yeah, and then you lost your fucking Facebook thing.
Yeah,
that's awful. So I got another question for you. I want to ask you a couple more things, and we'll stop. Oh, wait, we got another question. Did Marty and Mike ever? Yes, we did. Smiling Minotaur.
Oh God,
you know who that is?
Oh no, I was laughing because did we ever?
Yes, we have worked each other several times. We worked in Tennessee where they squashed us in 30 seconds, even though
God damn, you had to do it.
You know it. And then I also wrestled him with Knobs at the Showboat, and then we also wrestled him. It was me and Tug Taylor and Gypsy Joe against him, Tommy Rogers,
Johnny Rogers, yeah.
and Buzz Tyler. We wrestled at the Kiel Auditorium in '84, a 6-man tag. So yeah, I've wrestled Marty several times.
Damn, I thought I remember good.
And every time he went over and barely sold for me, you'd think this guy would sell for his buddy.
Why you gonna lie like that?
You know, when he dropped me off at the Greyhound station in Kansas City after I got my notice, the guy chased the bus for like 3 miles. He had his hand against the glass and he was touching his hands, and then he chased me. And then yet he doesn't even sell for me in matches. I don't know what to say. Marty?
Man, the worst thing in the world was Mike thinks that you think that me and Sean were in on the thing that happened in Memphis.
I'm not sure about that.
Mike tells it best, but I'll try. That we had a 2 out of 3 fall match against them, and this was going to be like a little up for y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
And well, all I know is we went to the ring, had our match, came out, and they're calling us over for interviews, which was right outside the ring, the little studio thing. And we go over there and we're doing that, and then we go in the back. Later, Mike goes, "Fuck, man, what the fuck?"
Yeah, I was not happy because we drove 12 hours just to get jobbed. Hey, who's Tracy Gilliam? Do you know her? Yeah,
from Milwaukee.
Is she one of your friends? Your good friends?
Yeah, mine and Virgil's.
Oh, you and Virgil both. Because she said something about you. Because, you know, what I remember is when you guys got fired from WBE, I remember as a jobber, Mike Richards, I remember seeing you sitting in the hallway, which we had to do, but you were doing it because you were just trying to get your job back, and you were trying to talk to Vince, but trying to get
that was in Madison, Milwaukee.
I was there, dude.
Well.
You were sitting there, and I came up to you, and I started talking to you, and you were just trying to talk to Vince, and you had your cowboy boots on. I'll never forget this. And then did you get to talk to him that night?
No, you know what? Terry Garvin called me. We were living in Minneapolis still, me and Sean.
This is when you're trying to get a job back.
Yeah, this was like 4 weeks, 3 weeks after we got let go.
So it's you instead of Sean because you're better.
Yeah. Terry called me and said, "Yeah, they're in Madison, Wisconsin." It was 3 hours.
I remember.
And it was on my birthday too, to make it worse. It was my birthday, and Ray Lynn was wanting to plan a big birthday thing, and Terry said, "You need to go there and talk to him. Just go there and talk to him. You might get your job back. You might not, but you might."
And you sat in that chair for a while.
All day. I got there. He told me to get there early. He said,
"You were determined to try to talk to Vince." And I remember walking by, and I was like, "Damn."
It wasn't a chair. You know what it was? It was a forklift. I sat in that fucking forklift thing and sat there, and I saw him go by one time, and I popped down, and he just walked the other way. And I thought, well, he's going somewhere else. And then one time I seen him come up the hall, so I started heading to him, and somebody grabbed him.
And Vince knew you were there.
Oh, yeah. So at the end of the night now, I haven't been through it all. You know, the whole show, the whole thing. And at the end of the night, I walk over to him, and he looks at me, and he might have been in a bad mood. I think he was.
Probably.
But as walking to him, he sees me, and he gets close, and he goes, "The answer is no. The answer is no."
Wow.
That was it.
That's just rude.
That was it. That was the conversation.
So then
I don't even know what I said. I don't think I said nothing, but turn around and walk off.
Call Sean and say, "Hey, it ain't happening right now." And is that when you went to? Were you already in Birmingham, or
no? We hadn't gone yet. We were still there. Okay. I think I don't know how Birmingham happened. I know Sean didn't negotiate shit in the early days. Never did actually. But I don't know. I don't know how we got there.
You know, it's funny because you were like I was when I was in all my tag teams, whether it be Bullpain or my partner Tom. I always handled the business part of it, and same to you. You always handled the business part of it with Sean, right?
Yeah. And he says it in his book, his first book. Yeah. It's funny because I marked that shit in the book to point out. In the first chapter 3, probably, he talks about Marty handled all the business. He did yada. He was good at that. About 6 chapters later, the editor or somebody should have told him. You said something different in chapter 3. It says, "Well, I took care of that because Marty didn't know how to do business. He didn't really handle all that."
Right.
Okay. Right. Chapter 3, chapter 6. They're saying the opposite thing. Which one's true, Sean? Can't both be true.
Right. I got you. So I've got one last question. We're going to wrap this up, Eric. If
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah, Eric, if you listen, we're going to wrap this up. But
We'll text you now. Tell him.
I wanted to try to get a couple more questions from people, but
Okay.
I guess we're not able. Addie, are we able to rewind? Because I feel so bad that we were.
I do too.
We were rambling so much that a lot of people that sent in questions didn't get a chance to get them addressed. Is there any way of, Addie? Is there any way of rewinding this or anything?
Pushing it back up. I used to did on one of them. I used to. On
We
one of them.
just addressed this one about you calling me after the WCW thing, so it's whatever.
That's right.
I got one thing I want to talk about a little bit. So remember,
All right. Hi, Tracy. I saw Tracy Gilman's name pop up. Hi,
Yeah.
Tracy.
so I never met Tracy, but I want to. Here's one thing.
You don't know that you have it.
Well, maybe I have.
She's a cute redhead.
There's a lot of those, but anyways,
Not in Milwaukee.
not Milwaukee, dude. I didn't live just in Milwaukee. I did travel, believe it or not. Someone said, Jared said, who is the one wrestler you would have wanted to meet or wanted to wrestle? If you never got a chance because maybe timing or maybe different eras, who would have been the one? That's a good question. Who would you have wanted to wrestle? That you never got a chance to.
You.
Huh? You
We
wrestled.
never got to.
Would you stop? Let's
six-man.
do what somebody knows. Who would you have wanted to wrestle? I can tell you 1,000 guys I would have wanted to wrestle. But go ahead.
All right. Let me think of one because Kurt Angle was cool, man. That was,
but I'm saying
it
somebody
surprised the shit out
was
of me.
another generation. Was there anyone that you thought? Let me
No,
ask
because
you
I
this.
wrestled Flair and I wrestled. Only one I can think of is who I wouldn't want to wrestle, and I love him to death. But remember Adam Bomb, Brian Clark?
You did wrestle him.
Yeah, I know, and I would. That's one I wish I didn't.
Yeah, he was green at the time. But there's nobody that you like. Like for me, growing up, my favorite wrestler was Super Destroyer 2, who eventually became Sergeant Slaughter.
That was him.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was him.
Who was your favorite wrestler growing up? I know you weren't a huge
Bob
wrestler.
Armstrong.
Bob Armstrong. Okay. Did you
Yeah.
ever get to wrestle Bob?
Nope.
Did you
I
ever wrestle?
wrestled-
Did you
tagged
ever
with
wrestle any of the Armstrongs?
We tagged with him in Birmingham. That was
Okay,
the thing.
cool.
I was so happy about
Cool about Bob.
Birmingham because of Bob. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
wrestle the other Armstrongs at all? Or no.
No,
Did you ever wrestle Brad?
with them.
Did you ever wrestle Brad?
They were all baby faces.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So there's
Brad
no.
and I were real good, man. He broke my heart when he died.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
I just saw him on the plane, like a few days before, and he was out of it. And I didn't like seeing him like that. Some of the guys you just expect it. And I couldn't figure out. I'm not a psychiatrist, but I wanted to see what was wrong. What's causing? Why are you down like that?
Brad. Okay.
But he was upset about something. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was going on in his life. But
I never saw that side of him. I always saw him at the arena, and he was cool and such a funny guy. That's sad to think. But there was nobody, dude, in the business that you grew up watching that you like. For me,
well, tag wise, I would love for me and Sean to wrestle the Hardy Boys. Boys. We wrestled them when they were breaking in. They weren't known. They were extras, enhancement.
Oh, you wrestled them when they were enhancement?
Yeah. Me and Al Snow did. Me and Al Snow as the New Rockers. And did I show you all my New Rockers?
I didn't know that you wrestled the Hardys when they were.
Yeah, that's before they got famous.
I would love to see that, man. That's crazy.
It's you probably can YouTube it, I'm sure.
What show was that for with WB?
It was when I first started, so that would have been in the year would have been 96.
Was it a challenge or a Superstars or what was that?
Either Raw or what's the other one they had in 96? Did they have SmackDown then?
No, dude, that was WCW. SmackDown.
Not SmackDown ain't WCW.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
No,
I wrestled on SmackDown a lot of times. Yes, it is.
That was Thunder on WCW.
Oh, you're right. No, it was SmackDown. You're right. Okay. My bad. So it might have been SmackDown.
Give me your damn beverage right there. You ain't drinking no more.
All right. So anyway, long story short, there was nobody, but we're going
Too
to
late for that.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, there's the match.
Oh, well.
Wow.
Oh, Eric must have done that. Eric did
Who
it.
found that? Eric, that's crazy, dude.
But that's Brad Radford. Remember him? Oh, that is him.
The Hardy Boys.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
because Jeff put it. I think I put his.
Oh, it was you and Al Snow.
Yeah.
It was Sean. Okay.
Yeah, I put the see in a second. I put the bandana over Jeff's eyes because I'm
That
like,
is
"Bitch, what are you
amazing.
wearing a bandana in the ring?" And put it over his eyes, but they were, you know what? They were good. They were
Oh.
good then,
Yeah,
and then
that's
they
why they
became
became who they became, right? Exactly.
yeah.
But anyways,
That's
I
a good
guess
one.
we'll wrap this up because we've gone along. Shit, we've gone almost an hour.
Hour
And a
and
half.
a half almost.
And I love chatting with you. And now next week, we're not sure what's going to go on, right? Who it's going to be because Eric's got some things going on.
Well,
It
Ricky Morton, I'll just throw this out there now. Ricky Morton has committed to coming on, whether we can get it with Eric or not. And Ricky probably don't care who it's with.
Right.
But yeah, let's just do it.
And Eddie Mansfield's been interested in doing another one.
Who?
Eddie Mansfield. He's been interested.
Yeah,
in
Eddie Mansfield wants to do.
He's
do
great.
another one.
Those both would be great episodes. I would love to see those.
I can't wait to see the Ricky one because me and Eddie talk every day for hours, and that's why I think it'd be like me and you getting together. We just talk and talk.
Yeah.
But if Ricky, we're supposed to call him Sunday night. I don't know if we'll tape it, show it, do it live. He'll probably want to tape it, but I mean, you might handle that if you don't mind.
Well, we'll see what happens. But anyone who's listening, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Party with Marty is going to be every Thursday, live at 9, unless things change. And you might have Ricky Morton. You might have Eddie Mansfield. Eric will hopefully be back in time, and I'll be happy to fill in. Either way,
you might get a rerun.
This was a pleasure, Marty. I had a great time.
Me too, brother.
And of course, we talk every day, so it's really not like anything different for us. But anyways, folks, thank you so much. Thank you for the questions. If we didn't get to them, we're sorry, but him and I get a little chatty.
Yeah, we'll try again next week. With the
and Eric, if you want to sign us out or whatever you got to do on our end, because we're not that tech savvy.
Same damn time, same damn place next week.
There you go.